define what motivates the dog. Positive reinforcement can be, for some dogs, oftentimes it's food or their food or treats. Some dogs like to work for toys. Some dogs like to work for your attention. I think what most owners misunderstand about positive reinforcement is sometimes they might inadvertently reinforce a behavior they dislike, such as stroking the dog when the dog is acting nervous or otherwise doing behaviors that we don't appreciate. Sometimes it seems like we might be soothing the dog, but when actuality we could be reinforcing the dog for something we dislike. You know, a dog whining to get out of their kennel, we could inadvertently reinforce that by letting them out, and so therefore the dog starts to learn. If you are reinforcing the dog for something you dislike, the dog's only going to keep doing those behaviors, such as whining or pawing at the door or growling at a stranger. If we're soothing the dog, if we're attempting to soothe the dog in those situations, oftentimes we're amplifying the behavior by giving positive reinforcement for things we dislike. Sometimes people will misunderstand positive reinforcement on a walk with a dog that is pulling them. The dog wants to go forward. And so if we're continuing to allow the dog to pull by continuing to walk forward with them, then we would inadvertently be reinforcing the pulling. At Casey Dogs, we encourage relationship-based training using positive reinforcement so the dogs are earning the things that they need to survive or the things that they want. Having a relationship with your dog is a major thing that we try to encourage people to develop here. How to decide what method or approach is best for training is really, how is your dog responding to the scenarios? Is the trainer able to effectively tell you why you're taking a certain approach and when to take a certain approach? And are you objectively seeing your dog make improvements?